The first time I laid eyes on Stacy, she was wearing a black leather jacket and Doc Martens. Her hair was a mess of tangled curls, and her nose was adorned with a silver hoop. I was drawn to her like a moth to a flame. She was everything I wasn't: confident, daring, unapologetically herself. Our connection was instant. We met at a poetry slam, and I was captivated by her spoken word piece about heartbreak and healing. Afterwards, we talked for hours over cheap beer and cigarettes, discussing everything from our favorite books to our dreams for the future. By the end of the night, I knew I had found someone special. We fell in love quickly and fiercely. There was no denying the passion between us. We were inseparable. Within months, we moved in together, our laughter echoing through the halls of our tiny apartment. We challenged each other to be better versions of ourselves, encouraging our dreams and supporting each other's passions. But our love story wasn't all sunshine and roses. We had our fair share of arguments, mostly stemming from our different approaches to life. I was a planner, always needing to know what was next. She was a free spirit, thriving on spontaneity. There were times when our differences caused tension, creating cracks in our foundation. Then came the incident that would change everything. We were supposed to meet up with friends at a local bar. I was ready to let loose, to dance, and forget about my worries for a while. But as the night wore on, I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Suddenly, I felt a sharp pain in my chest. I tried to brush it off as indigestion, but it only got worse. I ended up spending the night in the emergency room alone. When Stacy found out, she rushed to my side, her face etched with worry. As I lay there hooked up to machines, she didn't leave my side. She cradled my hand, whispering reassurances I didn't need. It was in that moment, surrounded by the sterile white walls and the rhythmic beep of the heart monitor, that I realized how lucky I was to have her in my life. But fate had other plans. Shortly after I recovered, Stacy packed her bags and left. She said she needed space, time to figure things out. I understood, or at least I tried to. Weeks turned into months, and the pain of her absence grew. I missed her laugh, her touch, her very essence. It felt as if a part of me was missing. One day I received a call that shattered me. It was Stacy. Her voice on the other end was shaky, distant. She told me she had met someone who understood her in a way that I didn't. She said she was sorry, but she had to move on. The line went dead. I stared at the phone, tears blurring my vision. She was gone. Time passed, but the wound in my heart refused to heal. I threw myself into my work, seeking solace in the familiar routine. I started seeing a therapist, trying to pick up the pieces. I thought I was making progress when I met Fred. He was kind, attentive, and he seemed genuinely interested in me. We had our first date at a pottery class. Fred loved making pottery, and I couldn't help but smile at his infectious enthusiasm. As we sat there molding clay, I felt a sense of calm wash over me. Maybe it was the soft glow of the studio lights or the gentle hum of the pottery wheels, but I felt at ease. Fred was patient, encouraging. He helped me create something beautiful, a ceramic piece that symbolized our connection. But as the weeks passed, I couldn't shake off the feeling that something was missing. I had signed up for a pottery class. After my breakup, hoping to find a creative outlet, I never imagined it would lead to more. Fred was different, kind, funny, but he wasn't Stacy. And as much as I tried to convince myself otherwise, a part of me still yearned for the fiery passion of our love. When Fred asked me to move in with him, I hesitated. Was I ready to start over? Was I truly happy with Fred? Or was I just afraid of being alone? The truth was, I loved Fred, but a part of me would always be reserved for Stacy, the woman who had stolen my heart and shown me what it meant to love and lose.